now tuned in to the Rich Dream Show.
Yo,
What up?
hey, hold up. It's the Smoke 3. Thank you
And
for
your boy G.
to the Rich Dreams. I'm with your boy G. You know I'm
Hey.
talking face. And you know we cut and we sharper than new blaze. What's up with y'all, man?
Man, we just had to hit that H-Town freestyle.
You know,
one
we
time.
had the H-Town
Right
flow. We
away.
had H-Town this weekend.
Yup.
Man, shout out, man. Y'all showed us mad love. We coming back episode Ocho?
What's Ocho?
Hey, man.
What's Ocho?
You in Texas now, man.
Look, you talking about Chad Johnson? Ocho Cinco?
That's Ocho Cinco.
Okay.
So yeah, we have here episode 8. Your boy Smoke 3. My boy G Fades. What's happening with your partner?
Yes, sir. Man, shit,
Everything good?
man. Just cool. Man, kind of tired from the weekend, but I'm pushing through.
Yeah,
It's a little
man.
bit of a long weekend, man.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think we really learning, man, as you get into these upper 30s, man. You just can't hang like you used to.
Oh man, I know.
Yeah.
I'm 3 years into this 30 shit, man. I know.
Man. The drinks be hitting. Drinks be hitting
They hit a little different. They hit a little different, and you get a little tired a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? You get tired. You can't stay out to 5 or 6 no more.
Man.
By 2:30, 3 o'clock, it start to.
Hey. Anything after that, usually trouble.
Yeah, normally. Yeah.
Shout out to the Uber driver out there too, man. My drunk ass left my phone in the car. Whew.
Yeah, you got lucky.
The Lord had favor on me, man.
Big favor, man. Yeah. Big favor.
Well, appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in to another episode of the Rich Dreams podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share. We coming to y'all via the Now Legacy Network. Make sure y'all follow them. Man, we're going to jump into it. Why is it that the toxic relationships gander so much attention these days, G?
Gander.
Okay. You like that, huh?
I like that one. Yeah,
I've been practicing my podcast work.
Hey, man, that's a good one. Toxicity or whatever. See, I went up to you on that one. I went up to you. but that, man, that toxic shit, bro, it's like the train wreck that everybody want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like people love to watch the train wreck, bro.
Right.
And
you hate to see it, but at the same time,
it's like yeah. Oh shit! But then you remember who would do that shit? The Kevin Hart joke when he'd be like, it's not. I guess it's a little different, but it's funny how he did it. He was like, when the woman passed out in church and she,
oh yeah.
And she keep looking, yeah, but we open up her eye to look, but now, man, I think people
Holy Ghost.
Yeah, I think people just like to see the train wreck, man. I think it's this,
and we in this comparison culture where people probably like to see something. It's like, well, at least my shit ain't that bad type thing.
Right. Comparing the situation to whoever's,
But bring that up because one of the most toxic couples that we see in this.
Who we got?
We got Blueface and Miss Krishan Rock. We've seen them just antics after antics after antics.
Yep.
Multiple videos and clips with them physically abusing each other, talking to each
other. Daddy. Blueface is snuck her daddy out there and shit. Man.
It's a wild wild thing that they have going on. Um, only thing I think I done seen positive out of that thing is that he has helped her start her own music career. So
Oh,
shout
she's
out
an
to that.
artist.
Yeah, she
You
started
know
doing
that.
a couple tours last few months and everything. So I guess that's hey.
I didn't know that. She got me. Put me
uh,
on.
and now to add to this, whatever it is, I guess you can call it beautiful. They now are with child. Uh, yeah, she has announced that she is pregnant.
Okay.
Um, and then this past weekend, they were on the No Jumper podcast. Shout out to No Jumper.
Shout out.
And apparently there was some miscommunication. Well, even when she started on the podcast, she started off, they was talking about she was drunk. So I'm just like,
Well, I'm
I,
sure they.
maybe this was like she didn't know she was pregnant at the time. You know. But apparently she was drunk and in her feelings and emotional.
Oh, she got the big ass fifth bottle in her lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked drunk down pretty far.
Man. And that's
Yeah,
that dog too?
that's the dog.
We was on there. Okay.
Yep.
Bringing back memories already.
Yep.
But yeah, man. It got to a point where she had to be escorted out of the room. And the thing that kind of tripped me out, if you go back and listen to the No Jumper vid, Blueface like, yeah, man, just pick her up by her ankles and get her out of here, man. I'm like,
That's what he said. Drag her if you got to. Just get her the fuck out of here.
So is there any unity, or like he's described it as I've heard him say that he's the only one that can tolerate her foolishness and he has patience with her and everything. But it just seems like he just likes to have somebody that he can control and basically do anything to. And she, I mean, I don't know what they
But is
relationship
he really
prior to this
controlling her?
starting. Hmm?
Is he like? Does he really have control of her?
That's a good point.
I mean, she always hitting on the nigga.
Mm.
He clearly he can't control her. We looking at the video, like that's not, I don't think that's control. Like I think like we started off with, they just have a tight look, they picking her up and got to drag up. Now that's just but like I say, I think they just have a toxic relationship. For whatever reason, I think they both fuck with that shit. They fuck with the toxic shit for sure. It seems like, but yeah, I like I don't know, bro. Like
People in real life that I know, I gonna say it is all real life, but people that I know personally, I've heard them talk about how it's boring if it ain't like some drama or something going on. You ever heard that before? Like motherfucker be like,
my to be honest, I mostly hear females say shit like that. I
yeah,
don't really
yeah,
hear too many males say it. For the most part, I think males like peace. You know
like
what I'm
yeah,
saying? I think if we can get that, then we cool with whatever else. You know what I'm saying? At least get it for the most part.
I
But
ain't gonna say I heard no niggas talk like that, but I know some niggas who move like that, where it's like they always want to be jumping up into something, and they ain't never just chill. So I will say I know it's got some niggas. Obviously, it's got some niggas like that because they be finding the chicks that's like that too.
oh yeah, well yeah, that's true. I was just speaking on the statement that you made, but yeah, it
Yeah,
takes you attract what you are. I believe that for sure. Like for the most part, like you kind of attract what you are, especially if, I think that's like a strong trait to have to be toxic. Like that's a pretty strong, loud trait
mm,
that like you just seen like everybody might see it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I think people like that they gonna attract each other like for sure. But it to me that's just all foolishness, man. Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
know nobody have time for that shit.
Uh, I'm gonna just say the goal of a relationship to me seems like it's to come together to build each other up, and to progress each other, man. And that's just on all levels.
Right.
And when you enter into it with that type of mentality, or maybe not even that mentality, but you can see where it's like flare ups all the time, and you know, don't seem like nothing get accomplished, but y'all argue every day. It's got to be some changes made. Hopefully,
Leave.
yeah. If you in that type of space, just know it's both of y'all got some stuff y'all need to work on separately. Get out of there.
Right. And hopefully it's no kids involved if it's like that.
Hope.
Because that's tough. But
Yeah.
if it's no ties like that, man, I say get the fuck up out of there. Woman or man. Like, yeah, either one. Whoever have the courage, somebody leave, bro. Cause somebody gonna end up getting hurt, killed, going to jail. It's a high chance that something like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
When you constantly fighting, like they fighting physically, like those two at least.
For
You
sure.
know, so you don't want to stay in a situation like that.
For real.
Yeah, yeah.
We do not condone any type of domestic abuse.
If I feel like,
No women.
if I feel like, if I feel like I want to hit you, like I'm probably out the door. Like I'm done with you
Yeah.
because I don't think it should get there. It
Yeah.
should never get there. I'm, you know, as I've aged, you
Right.
know.
It take a lot to get you to that type of headspace.
Yeah, I'm one to, as far as just like you know, within a relationship, I'm one to more so have discussions versus hollering, arguing, cussing, and talking over each other. Like
Yeah, man.
we can't get nothing accomplished like that. So me, I'm more so like, now I might get, you know, it might get a little loud, but I'm gonna let you talk. I ain't gonna cut you off. You let
Right.
me talk. You know, I think that's and it's been working for the last, you know, few years or whatever. Whenever whoever I'm dealing with at the time, like we don't do no arguing like that.
It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing when you can see growth in yourself,
Right.
man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it's all about, baby.
Hmm.
So prayers to them, prayers to that child.
You ain't lying, boy. Woo, man.
Hey, man, you know what? I'm gonna speak this. They might be can turn it around. It'll in the next
Hey,
10
nah,
years, they
nah.
might be
So
the next
anybody,
J and Hove, man, or J and Hove, Beyonce and
no,
Hove.
don't go that far, bro. Like let's, you know, at least do Tamika and Ti, Tiny and Ti, somebody like that.
Something a
You know
little
what
bit more.
I'm saying? Don't go straight for Hove and B. You know what I'm saying? God damn, that nigga went straight for Hove and B. But nah, I mean, I think everybody's capable of change, man. You just have to want to put in the work to change. Just take the steps to change. Really, that's
Mm,
how it is.
that's a word right there. I like that.
Nah, no doubt.
All right. Well, moving right along, man, Ed Reed, 9-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion.
It's
Uh,
sad.
he's announced that he's no longer going to be coaching at Bethune Cookman.
That's
Um,
sad, bro.
they was trying to come to some contract negotiations,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess they weren't talking the right terms of numbers. Or do you know a little bit more about it? What?
Uh, I think it's something along those lines. And basically they end up just telling them, "Hey, you're not gonna be the coach." Um, which you know,
I
like,
thought he walked out, but they told him. Huh?
well, I think that's what he was saying. I could be wrong, but I think that's what he was saying in that video the other day that he made. And he was just like, "Man, it's a lot of crooked people."
Mm,
You know, that's working for the school or whatever. Um, And also, I'm hearing that the students are protesting for him to be, I guess, rehired.
I just saw a little story
Right,
about that. Yeah,
right. So, and
that
he
says
made,
a lot, man. Because
Mhm.
students not just gonna ride for anybody like that.
Nah, and he just got there. Like that's the crazy part. Like he just got there, and I seen him mention something. You know, his like I guess a little tirade that he went on. I think he made a video. I guess right after everything went down, as far as him getting fired or let go or whatever the case was,
Yeah.
he was just like, Dion was right. I'm just wondering, like, you know, I don't know what he meant by that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Mm,
trying to figure out what he meant by that. Like, Dion was right. Like,
mm.
you know, because from last thing I heard, Dion still have a good relationship with Jackson State, the school. Like, unless he really don't like. But when he was leaving his exit day, shit, he had the AD, and all of the people from that work for the school, work for the university there, and telling them how much he appreciate them and all of this stuff. So I don't know, man. But he was like, Dion is right. He was right.
Hey man, I mean we already know in any type of really business at the top and the head of all these organizations, it's usually I'm gonna say them. It's usually them there, and
Right.
it's a lot of underhanded stuff that happens. Basically, based behind a whole bunch of smiling and so you hate to see that for the school. The number one thing because anytime that you can have somebody of that type of influence, somebody that's a champion,
Right.
Hall of Fame if he ain't in there already, and
I think it is a Hall of Fame.
yeah,
Yeah, I think he is.
should
One of
be.
the best, probably definitely top 5 best safety ever.
Oh yeah,
A lot of people say he the best safety ever.
sure. He my number one guy.
Yeah, a lot of people say
Yeah,
he the best safety ever, bro. And it's like, you know, he could have he probably could have literally did a similar job with Bethune as Dion did with Jackson State.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He probably could have did a similar job, bro. But I think ultimately they kind of met the school messed up. They messed that up. You know what I'm saying? Dude of his stature, I'm pretty sure he got a lot of knowledge of the game, man. He's gonna be able to pull better recruits than they were getting before for sure, just off of the name. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Especially on the defensive side of the ball. He's gonna be able to pull better recruits in. Um, I'm sure he'll be able to raise more money for the school. More people come out to watch the game because he's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody
Yeah.
want to holler about this. Oh man, like about Dion leaving and all this, and
Right.
but I'm like, bro, look how they handle. Look how they handle. When they get these grades. Look how they handle these people when they get. They.
And how much they're getting. Think about how much they're getting just off the namesake.
Exactly.
And then to not treat them with the utmost respect.
Right.
You
Do
can't.
right by it. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just can't.
man. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if they don't sign him, man, or rehire him or whatever, like that's gonna be on them. And maybe hopefully he won't let that stop him from wanting to coach. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Hopefully he could go somewhere else, maybe get a job somewhere else at another HBCU.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard that he got offered Jackson State job.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I heard he got offered that job.
It
But
wouldn't be a bad step.
well, they already got a coach. I'm guessing that was back in the
Oh, okay.
hiring process.
Mm. But yeah, man, anytime you got that much knowledge, that much talent, you got something still to give to the game. So definitely hope he gets another position.
Not
Um, yeah, that's for them kids too, man. Uh, it's a crazy thing when tempers flare up, ain't it? Because another football player, man, had a little escapade or ex-football player, Hall of Famer, shed his sharp.
Uncle Shay, man. Uncle Shay, man. That's my boy, man. I watch my boy every morning, man.
Hey, man, that boy, that's gonna be a highlight meme from now on, man. Uh,
You got him one. You got him one.
shoot, he was at the Lakers game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
at
they at
the
the Laker.
game.
They at the Laker game. He's sitting courtside, of course.
Oh, yeah, it was Lakers,
Yeah,
Memphis. Okay,
right. Lakers, Memphis. Memphis. They already like
say
hot,
get it, say get it.
cocky. You know what I'm saying? They super cocky. They super arrogant. And having one
Hey,
shit.
hey, but they're the young guys. They're the new kids
I
on the
don't
block.
give a
Feel
damn.
like they dropping their nuts, you know.
Golden State was the young guys. Them boys shut the fuck up. They beat your ass.
Yeah,
They came up how they were supposed to, and they won. And they
point.
still didn't, even when they went. Oh my God, let Jai and them go to the West Finals. Oh my God, they're gonna talk so. They hadn't even been out of the second round yet. Now they're a good team.
Yeah.
They're a good team, but they hadn't even been out of the second round yet. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all
Drop
ain't done that yet.
Drop the
Y'all
knowledge.
hadn't done that yet to warrant that. But here's the video. Here's the video. Him and Dylan Brooks got into it initially. Look at saying it. Come over here and say that shit. Yeah. It's crazy how all they acting like they got a hold all the Grizzlies back. Shannon ain't moved.
And
Shannon
look,
that same spot.
my thing is Steven Adams came over there. It's like, look,
I ain't gonna lie.
Dylan ain't no small guy. Why you feel like you got it?
But the team and shit.
Yeah.
And Jai Daddy know he ain't. That's why he went over there and apologized. He no good and goddamn well.
He want that smoke.
He just too light in the ass for Shannon. First off, to be starting something with him, you know what I'm saying? To be starting, it's one thing. And see, I think niggas get this mixed up. Like starting something with somebody that got way more size on you, weight, versus like handling your business if they start with you.
Right.
That's two different things.
Right.
I ain't finna go start shit with The Rock, bro. I ain't finna start nothing with him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna start nothing with him. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, too, normally guys like that who know they just like physically outmatch most people, they really don't even be on that type of
thing. Most times, unless they just bitch ass niggas, I guess you could say, that want to throw their weight around.
Yeah.
But most dudes that size, they be chilling, and I think they really probably never really had to get in a fight because of their size. Like the taller niggas, like they ain't really had to fight like that. I don't believe.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
In which I'm not gonna lie, it don't always mean that they can either. Because I saw I've been seeing these clips on Twitter, and we've been taking some L's as brothers, man. We've been some white boys that's been some just laying that wood to a couple niggas, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. But now, man, so Shannon, goddamn, I think he was talking. You can't see it. I think it was happening before that clip. That was just when it escalated.
So he started.
I don't know if he started it, but I know that that was like Shannon was saying, Dylan Brooks, you too small for Bron. You know he ain't gonna play by Bron. You know Shannon ain't finna play by Bron, man.
You gotta say so.
And I guess Dylan Brooks, I think he was saying shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down in that little video, whatever. And
they probably had
no play by nobody cussing him out.
They say probably had nobody hen going, man. He had a little bit of that hen, and he was yelling all at that, man.
He said he ain't had nothing to drink that night.
Oh, okay.
He said he ain't had nothing to drink that night. Whew, boy.
Shit, I'm glad he didn't.
Please don't get nothing to drink there. But nah, man. But he actually this morning he got on the show. Early on in the show, he issued an apology to Dylan, to the Lakers organization, to his company, Fox, that he worked for. And I think it was a dude that a stylist that he was at the game with, the guy that actually styles him.
Oh, no.
He was with him, and I guess
with the jean jacket and shit. Okay.
I think that was like a cardigan or something that he made for him. He made his whole fit or whatever. Of course, besides the shoes.
Uncle's clean though.
Yeah. But he apologized to him, and he was just like, man, I got out of character or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's how we supposed to do. There we go, right there. I wish we could play the sound.
Never too big to be.
Can't be, man. Sometimes we be wrong in the motherfucker. Sometimes.
It's a quote that you always put on there. Even when seeing greatness, always remember to stay humble, no matter who you are. Man.
Even when seeing progress, stay humble to continue progressing.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So no matter how big you get, how big your name get, you still can be wrong. You still can't be too big to say, you know what, I was out of pocket, and go from there, man. We all human. I think that's that's what we all need to really step back on and realize most of the time is that hey, we all human. We all at the end of the day, when you think about the greater thing, we all dumb as shit and out here trying to figure it out.
Yep. Nobody knows everything, and
Yeah.
just because of maybe your stature or your finances or
Yeah.
whatever, whatever deem you whatever deems you like a higher class
Right.
citizen in the world, still don't mean that you right about everything, or you just sometimes you just wrong, man. Certain situations wrong, and which I think in this situation it was more so he just got out of character.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't
You
need to
know,
get to that level.
he just
That's
got out
all
of
it
character.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Time and place. You
What
know,
was they had on the Boondocks? A nigga moment. You know,
that's what happened. That's what happened. You know what
you
I'm
hate
saying?
to see it, man.
Exactly what happened.
Learning experiences, though, man.
Yep.
Second weekend of the playoffs, dude.
Oh man, it was a good weekend too,
Hey,
man.
man.
Playoffs ain't let me down so far, man. They haven't let me down, man.
Basketball got to come with it because the NFL has been on it.
They gonna have to come with it, man. So what game we had for Saturday? What games we had Saturday? We had the KC and
Yeah,
Jaguar
yeah,
game, and then
yeah.
we had who we had? Who else we had? Giants and the Eagles.
John Siegels,
So
yeah.
let's start with them. Okay, the Giant, the no, KC game was first. KC game was first.
Okay,
What you thought about that game?
man. Look, I knew I already had called. I already had called Chiefs. I called Chiefs 49ers to the Super Bowl, so I already had them winning. Um, I mean, it just seemed like to me. Besides, Patty getting hurt, which I think he gonna be okay to come back from that in the next game.
He
Um,
gonna be that mobile? Is he gonna be that making plays outside the pocket, Pat? That make him, that kind of distinguish him between, all of the other top quarterbacks?
I'm gonna
Is he
say
gonna be
yes,
that
man.
guy?
I'm gonna
Huh?
say yes because to me, I'm gonna say yes because to me, it's not just his legs. The man,
I understand that.
he can throw side on. He throw a little
Right.
jump pat. He can pretty much do it anywhere.
Okay.
So
But I think where he excels at, what makes him dynamic is his ability to throw on the run,
yeah,
to get
yeah,
out of that pocket, and throw on the run. I think that's what, yeah, he can throw the ball, like he can do it all for
yeah.
sure. But I think that's what makes him different, is being able to throw on the run. Kind of how, Russell Wilson when he was with Seattle would do.
Mhm.
Niggas ain't that fast, but they can get away and they
Right.
can get away long enough. But see, that's when I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, well, is he gonna be able to like be that mobile? It's a high ankle sprain. I don't know what grade or whatever it is, but I don't know, man. And
Yeah.
goddamn, I'm looking at from last year, shit. You know, my boy Joe Cool, man, he took him out on
Yeah.
healthy ankles with a Tyree
The Bengals
on the
don't
road.
have that quarterback.
Yeah, man.
So it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be a challenge.
But shout out to the Jags though. I think they coming, bro. I think they coming in that, what is that, AFC South, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they coming, bro. I think they gonna propel into maybe for sure within a division. I think they're gonna be in the running to win it again next year. If everybody stay healthy or whatever, all
I
those type.
think Trevor Lawrence is really finding his footing.
Yep.
Um, yeah, they Jags are tough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They coming. They
Yeah,
coming.
man.
Yeah, yeah. What's
Duke,
the Eagles? The
shout
Eagles.
out Duval, man.
Giants. What we got, man? Did you see that game? I don't think I seen that
I
game.
ain't watched that one, man.
Yeah, it was a
Was
blowout
that-
though. So
I think we was getting ready to.
we was getting ready to get out around that time.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, we was getting ready to hit the
Yeah,
street, but
and it was a blowout. I think it was a
yeah, it looked like
blowout.
it was your ass whooping.
Man, I didn't see that coming though. I thought, to me, I was like, okay, well, the Giants, they've been rolling lately. I'm like,
Yeah,
they may make it a game.
mm.
But yeah, the Eagles was like, no,
Look,
no,
look,
not today.
Jalen Hurts is a man, man. Like
Yeah.
he's come in, he's turned it on.
He came up, man. He's gotten better every year. He's gotten better every year.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask from a player.
Yeah. So
Just progressively get better.
and now they looking at taking on the 49ers.
What? Wait a minute, man. You moving too fast.
My
Hold
bad.
on. You moving too goddamn fast, man. Because somebody else played before the 40. What was that? The Bengals and and the Bengals and the Bills.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. We
That
kind of
was that was a
what
that
you
was
thought about that game, man. I was surprised that the Bengals was, the Bengals beat them by that much. I was
yeah,
surprised.
yeah,
It looked like the Bills was never really in the game.
man.
It's a lot of snow.
I mean, yeah, but it's like they in Buffalo. That's that's the environment. I figured
No,
they'd
no,
be.
no, no, no. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if the Bengals are used to snow like that.
I mean, in Cincinnati, they up
Okay,
north.
they get like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, yeah, okay. Well, shit. Well, I'm thinking more so, more so the lines of they at home, and
Yeah.
a lot of people pick the Bills to go to the Super Bowl at least.
Nah, Bills Mafia was strong, man.
Yeah, I was one of the ones like, yeah, I can see like the way they started off this year. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
I can see them boys going back. And the Bengals, shout out to them, man. Shout out to the LSU boys, bro.
Yeah, man.
They cutting up
Hey,
again. Huh?
I said, Mr. Chase, man, Mr. Chase
Yeah.
and Mr. Burrow
Oh,
going
yeah.
crazy.
I think they as they did last year, they got better towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
Maybe maybe a little bit past halfway point. I think they
right.
start kind of catching their stride. And man,
What it was, I think that was a big factor for the Bills. Um, what's my boy name with the specs? The defensive end that came from the Broncos.
yeah, that hurt him. That hurt losing him.
He was a
Uh,
major player. What the fuck is his name?
what's the nigga name? Goddamn. We used to call one of our partners at the shop that nigga name. Used to play for the Broncos, Von Miller.
Von Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Von Miller, man.
his presence was missed severely because, like you say, man, Joe Cool was sitting back there chilling. His offensive line, I think
They held up pretty good.
I think three of their starters was out.
3 starters out, and they
And
held
he
up.
only got hit like one or two times. This is like, I mean, he usually get smashed a couple times, but hey,
Yeah.
they held firm, man. So that them missing the Von Miller in their pass rush, I think, was a big factor for him. And then it seemed like Joe Mixon, he was able to turn it up a little bit in the running game. And I don't think Bills really was able to run the ball or do.
Nah, they couldn't really run it like that. And I think that was like an issue
Yeah.
that people been voicing about them, for the most part of the years. They having Josh Allen, shit, he probably lead the team in rushing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they're gonna need them a solid running back to
It's hard to keep that type of play up during the playoffs.
Yeah, you got to throw it and you got to run for the most yard. You
Yeah.
can't. That's hard to do, man.
In the playoffs, it comes down to more defense and running game. Those are two of the main factors. Because the quarterbacks, they always gonna be there. They always gonna make their plays, but those are game changers. So. Oh, and then what was that game you was talking about?
Oh, this game came on after
featuring none other than them boys, I believe.
Them boys, man. You know what? It's funny, bro, because we do this every year, man. We go through this every fucking year, bro. They start off the year. I really think, to be honest, bro, I thought about this shit on the way home whenever I was watching Undisputed and they was talking about the game.
Right.
They're talking about it. I'm like, bro, it's really got to be a conspiracy, bro, because it's like every year, check it out, every year they have these niggas play all of these sorry and mediocre teams, get the fans hyped up. It's almost like they want the Cowboys to make it to the playoffs so they can flame out like this every year. It's like
I ain't gonna lie. It almost made me feel a little bad for them. Almost.
I don't. Nope, because they talk too much shit whenever they winning them, beating the fucking Chicago Bears and goddamn the Lions before they got going towards the end of the year. Yeah, they talk too much shit.
That was London. They cracked open Minnesota, huh?
I think we played Minnesota in London.
Oh.
But I think they beat them out here though. They beat them out here.
Yeah, they busted.
Yeah, they beat the fuck. But look what Minnesota just lost to.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you know, they may beat 2, maybe 3 decent teams a year.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? And they was all hype. Oh, you should have seen them at what's the little bar? Bombshell. Oh, you should have seen them at Bombshell last Monday when they played Tom Brady and them. Oh, you should have
crazy, yo.
Oh man, going crazy, man. I would love to see how it looked in Bombshells yesterday. I would love to see how it looked up in there then, man. I ain't lying. But yeah, this what they do.
I can't wait to go to work because I'm out here in Oklahoma. They ain't got no team, so all of them Cowboys.
They Cowboy fan. Yeah. So I'm like I say, I can't wait for them to come in this week. They might go into hiding.
Look, it might take a couple weeks off.
It might be a slow week for you, boy, man. I don't know, man. I'm hoping not.
You okay? You gonna catch them next week? They gonna have the struggle beards going and shit. Like
Head looking all nappy, beard fucked up. Hey, they already know I'm gonna talk shit to them because they've been on me. That the early in the year I had a couple of them. Talking to me bad about my Saints, man. Talking some of it I ain't
within rights because
some of it wasn't even warranted though. Some of it wasn't warranted though. Like
came out the woodwork.
When we went, where did we go? Like 1-4 through our first 5 or some shit like that. I ain't have much to say after that. What I'm gonna say? What I'm gonna say after that? 1-4, bro. What I'm gonna say? And they was like, how much can I say?
Ain't much.
And they would just hit me up randomly and all of this, and I'm like, all right, man, we know what y'all gonna do, bro. Yeah, we garbage right now, but we know what y'all gonna do.
Right.
We know what y'all gonna do. But man, big shout out to the rookie quarterback over there with San Fran, bro. I think
Purdy.
I think that's good shit.
Purdy, hey,
he showed poise, bro.
Impressive as shit, bro. What they call him, Mr. Unimportant or Mr. Overlooked or some shit, Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Man, picking the draft and to now be on the verge of a Super Bowl. That's sick.
One time away, man. And like I say, this was a close game, bro. Like I say, I can't. It seemed like the Cowboys, they always find a way to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
But I can't blame the defense at all, man. The defense played. They held a team that was averaging, I think, over the last 7-8 games, like 35 points a game to 19. So you can't really blame the D. Yeah,
the defense, low key though. That's kind of been like the focal point all year. They've been strong.
Yeah, that's what they've been built off of.
That boy Chandler Parton is something different. Parsons.
He wasn't really that effective in this game.
Yeah,
but I think it was them collectively. Like for the first maybe 2.5 quarters, like they held the run game. That's been a problem for them. They held the run game in check, but I think San Fran, like later in the game, they kind of started getting off with the run game.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing about it. When you have the run game, it's a continual effect
in the playoffs.
Yeah. Because it's cool. First 2 quarters, big 300-pound man.
We're gonna wear you down.
It's cool. We're trying to hit you, but in the 4th quarter, when you tired,
look, you hit me hard in the first, huh? Okay, better save some of that.
And that big nigga leaning on your ass in the 4th quarter. It's different.
Yeah, man. So I think this one was on deck, man. I got to get a blame to Dak. This one was on deck. I think them 2 picks.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting his receiver. Now, whether they were open or not,
right?
We can't really see all that shit.
Sure.
But I know he was mainly targeting Schultz and CD. Which CD had a great game. it sucked that Pollard went out, man, because
Man.
the young man, he's on a contract year.
Mhm.
I, I mean, Jerry, I'm
I
pretty
love the
sure
way he
Jerry gonna
plays
take him.
too. He plays
Yeah,
smart.
I like him, bro. And it's really like I say, it ain't that I don't like the Cowboys. I just can't stand the motherfucking fans. Like I don't stand how they, it had a nigga that posted right after this game and said, "Yeah, we gonna win 2024 Super Bowl." Bro, it been
Just no
30 years.
remorse.
It
Just
been 30 years, fool. It been 30 years, bro.
since you got to the second round, buddy.
You got to the conference final. You hadn't been to a conference, let alone a Super Bowl. You hadn't been to a conference finals in 30 years. Come on, man.
Ooh, that's the man right there. He gonna.
Oh, you tore him up.
I missed it today, but I know he was on the
I
ass.
caught it all. I caught it on the road. He tore him up. They had Michael Irvin in there too.
Oh man, was he sweating? Was he
Oh
sweating?
yeah. Man, they had Stephen A in there with the pinky outfit, and he's standing behind Michael Irvin talking about, "Shut up, say another word." Michael Irvin, man, that's that nigga. That's
hilarious,
That's
man.
funny nigga though.
All right, man. Well, so exciting matchups for next week.
Oh yeah, we got Eagles, San Fran, and
Yeah.
Cincinnati and Kansas City.
Whoo! Hey, who you pick? Who you pick?
I got Cincy. I'm Cincy. I'm Cincy to win the Super Bowl.
Cool Joe, huh?
I'm Cincy, man. I'm taking the LSU boys, man.
Yeah.
Cincy to win the Super Bowl, man. Cincy to win the Super Bowl, and to come out of the NFC, I'm gonna go with the Eagles, bro. I'm gonna go with the Eagles, man.
And you know what? Either way, it's gonna be a good game. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I wouldn't be mad if San Fran won, though. I wouldn't be mad at that.
yeah.
I like the idea of a rookie underdog, last pick in the draft,
Man,
going all the way to the Super Bowl first year in the league. Like, I like that idea.
that's tough.
Hell yeah.
But that's what I said at the beginning. I got my pick of San Fran Chiefs Super Bowl. So
San Fran Chiefs, you sticking with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Pat gonna, he gonna overcome the little ankle injury and he gonna be him. If he doesn't, of course, that's gonna probably put a
But
dead.
my thing is, so I'm gonna ask you this. So what make you think, just thinking about it? I know you may like Pat more than you like Joe Burrow. That's your preference. But now check it out. Going off of what happened last year, would you say that the Chiefs had a better roster last year versus this year? Do you think?
I don't know if I say, well, yeah.
I mean, they had one of a top 5 receiver that they just lost.
And my boy, he LSU too.
They had Tyron at safety.
Claire Healer, what's his name?
Oh, they lost him too. Clyde Edwards.
Little running back. Yeah.
Where's he at?
I don't know if he was hurt or if he
might be hurt.
Yeah,
I don't think he went nowhere, but he might be hurt right now.
Yeah, he hurt.
I think he hurt. But they had him last year in the playoffs. Don't have him this year. Pat Mahomes got the ankle injury.
True.
Joe got everybody from last year.
Yeah. Chase just came back. He feeling it.
He came back. He on the road. Higgins doing his thing. They got Boyd. Yeah, man. So what make you think? And they went and beat them in KC last year. So what make you think KC gonna get it this year? I'm just curious.
Remember that.
Okay, I understand that.
Remember that.
So that's enough to say they're gonna.
Andy Reid.
They had him last year.
He's had more time to game plan and think about what offenses he need to run and how to strategize against them.
Okay.
And like I say, man, Pat and Travis Kelce, they
was there last year too.
I agree.
They was there last year.
Hey man, he come back better. That's all I can say.
With the high ankle sprain. Okay. All right. I got you. Hey man, stick with your pick.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
I'm firm. I ain't gonna lie, I did kind of want to change my Philly San Fran pick a little bit, but
man, I to me, I honestly, like I say, it really don't matter either way. I think either of those teams are worthy, man. No, neither one of those teams will be a fluke in the Super Bowl. I don't believe.
Is that a little bit of a bust for Philly though? Because I mean, you
I
undefeated
don't think so. You know why?
majority of the season, and
But you know why I don't think so? Because San Fran is a complete team, bro. They're a complete team, just like Philly. That's why I don't think that it would be a bad thing for either one of them. Whoever wins, I don't think it'd be a bad thing. I think they will both go into the Super Bowl and hold their own because they both are complete teams. They got good to great, well, great defenses and great offenses. Yeah, like they both run the ball. They physical. They got playmakers on both sides of the ball. They got playmakers.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our boy back, Gardner Johnson. They still my boy, man. CeeDee still my boy, man. I know he ain't want to leave.
He gave us some good memories.
Oh,
Man.
he was the you know
The
the
hero.
swagger.
Yeah.
He was the swagger for our defense, man. You know, but yeah, man. I'm like I say, I'm gonna ride with my boy, man, CeeDee, man. I think the Eagles will pull it off. But like I said, if they don't, it's cool.
I hear you. Okay. Let's see. So we got a new segment here this week.
New segment. Okay.
RLS, real life shit. And what we mean by that is just shit that everybody goes through in everyday life, man. We all out here, humans, like we were saying earlier, man. No matter what financial plane, professionally, no matter what you going through in life, what do? We all have similar situations that kind of can pull us together.
Right. Yep.
What we got on this first segment, G?
So, I guess I ask you, it's like a common thing. Well, yeah, I think it's like a common thing within business, of course, sports. You know, I think just in life in general, um, motivated by other success versus being in competition with other success.
Okay.
Which type are you? Which type are you? Are you somebody that's motivated, or do you believe in the competition aspect as far as like, you know, like say with our clothing brand? Are you looking at it as we need to be in competition and we need to be beating out all these other brands? Or do you look at it as, oh man, they got dope shit. Let us step our game up, and just looking at it as motivation and just motivation only, not a thing of, oh, I want to beat them out or I want to be better than them.
Right.
Which one do you think you are?
I'm gonna say a little mix of both, just because
Okay.
I was in sales for
Mm-hmm.
3 to 5 years, working at enterprise, and that was kind of the nature that they coached and impressed upon everybody was, you want to be the best, and you need to figure out how to be, be person next to you, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I like healthy competition though, not
Okay.
in no way of, oh yeah, see, I see they doing this, so we need to do this to one up them type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I use the commentate.
But essentially, that's what being in competition with somebody is, trying to beat them out, right?
Right.
Okay.
So, in regards to the clothing brand aspect of it, I use a competitive nature, but it's really more so to get motivated, just to be our best. So,
Right.
at the end of the day, it's us versus us, trying to be better than we was yesterday.
Right.
So, I use other people and see what they're doing as, I say, more so motivation, because I'm never gonna look at somebody and be like, okay, I gotta emulate what they did, but just do it better. Like, everybody's on their own individual plane of what they do and how they do their stuff. So it wouldn't even make sense, like, to me to see somebody do a post or something, be like, yeah, let me copy that, but put my little, like, nah, that's weird. So,
Well, no, I'm not speaking like trying to emulate or copy or anything like that, but just being in competition, just trying to, you know, to me when I think of competition, I'm thinking somebody saying to themselves, "Oh, I need to be better than them. I need to beat them out." Not necessarily, "Oh, I want to do what they doing." That to me, that's just like copying,
okay,
docking somebody. But just the aspect of, "Oh, I need to be better than them." You know what I'm saying?
okay,
That's what
nah,
I'm
motivation,
on. Okay.
motivation. Because
Okay.
like I say, I think at the end of the day, you always competing against yourself.
True.
You can, and then unless you really in a competition where it's like been set out to get who like okay so you do whatever you do and you feel like you beat them. Did you though? Like,
Right. So for me, I thought this is a new segment that we're gonna be doing. That same as we do the Tales from the King, same as we do the Black Business Shout Out. This is a new segment that we'll do, and we'll pick, of course, pick a different topic. But we'll be doing this every week. I think it's just something to be more relatable to everybody. You know what I'm saying? All walks of life. And like I said, we'll be speaking on different topics. But for me on this one, man, I think it's a common thing, and it's promoted a lot to be in competition with, or we have to be better than this person or that person, this business or that business. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been a person, ever since I can remember, bro. Like, other than like playing sports when I was younger, like playing basketball and baseball, stuff like that. Like, other than that, I don't see a need for competition at all.
right,
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in competition. I only believe in being motivated by other success. Um, Purely, that's it.
right,
Because like you said, it's you versus you every day.
yeah,
Whatever God got planned for you, nobody can take that.
right,
Nobody can beat it out. It's not a competition. Whatever God has planned for you, that's what it's gonna be. Um, so like I say, I believe in being motivated by it. And I used to kind of think, man, I was it's funny. I used to think I was like one of the only people that thought like that.
yeah,
Um, I remember even going back to like barber school. That's all they used to preach is like, go to these barber shows, compete in these barber battles. And I'm like,
right. Get on that ass.
why? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I just want to come in here and get better every day. I could care less about competing against somebody to get a trophy. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? This is something I love doing.
Right,
This ain't a competition to me. You know what I'm saying? It's something I love doing. And of course, I look at barbers on Instagram. Um, barbers that I look up to, like Smash. I like OG Walker.
right,
Um, my boy JC, out of Houston. Um, some other cats, my boy Prune, he back home in Natchez. Like, all these dudes, I look at their work and it motivate me to keep trying to get better. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I remember one day, bro, I was watching a Kevin Hart interview. And I don't watch many Kevin Hart interviews, but he was talking about like his come up.
okay,
And you know how, like, when Kevin Hart really blew up, like, a lot of people like had stuff to say, kind of talk down on him, say he ain't that funny or whatever the case. Him and Mike Epps had beef. Him and what's the other one off of Friday? Cat Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, they
yeah.
had those spats or whatever.
He's saying like
And
he was kind of pandering to the white crowds type shit.
right, right, whatever. But like, he was just saying, he was just speaking on his come up, and he was like, man, I remember when I was, starting off as a comedian in Philly, I would look at the local comedy club. I can't remember the names, but he would be like, man, I looked at such and such, and I'd be like, damn, like at small comedy club, like say the Improv or some shit, maybe, or maybe smaller.
Right,
He'd be like, man, if I can get there, like I'll be cool. And then he'd be like, once he get there, he'll look even further.
Right.
Damn, if I can get like the big clubs, man, we'll be straight. He'll
Right.
get there. Then it's the arenas and so on and so forth. Sold out tour. He looked at others' success ahead of him, or more, I guess you could say more successful than him, people that were more successful than him in the business. He looked at it as motivation to get where they're at, not or just to get on that level, not to be like, oh, I want to beat them out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how he explained it. I don't know, but that's just how he explained it. And I was like, bro, I feel the exact same way. I feel the exact same way. You know, with the clothing brand, I look at brands that I admire and I feel like they have good shit. I'm like, damn, I want to get there. I want to get to that. Same for the barbering, you know what I'm saying? Same with the podcast, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, for me, it's always a motivation thing, man. It's never I think with competition, it can come like some envy and jealousy could come behind it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It could be unnecessarily unnecessary anxiety that you're putting on yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially if it's like, now if you talking about, okay, me and this person got a challenge between each other and it's a sanctioned competition, okay, that's different. But if you just sitting over there in a secret competition with somebody and they don't even know it, you over here killing yourself trying to be against them, and they just over there cool and doing their thing.
Right, doing their thing.
Like, come on, man, you giving yourself serious stress.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's like, and don't get me wrong, it's a lot of rich people they got there off of being in competition with others who are their contemporaries or people that they thought was at a certain level. But when Kevin Hart said that validated how I felt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That validated how I felt when he said it. So I'm not gonna concede to being in competition with anybody or a lot of people think that's the way in business for sure.
I was about to say, some people would say that flat out it is. You are in competition and whatever you're doing, no matter how you feel about it. And they would say, if you're not pushing to be better than them, then they're passing you up, type of thing. Which I do get that. That's a real
perspective, though.
Yeah,
it's all perspective. I think just the same example I gave you with Kevin Hart's story. From how he broke it down, he didn't set out to be better than those people.
Right.
He was like, man, if I could just get to that level.
Exactly.
But it's all about progression, right?
And
so
see,
once you get to that level,
what that shines a light on is who really have their goals set and what they're trying to do.
That's it.
Because if you got your goals set, you just trying to focus on getting there.
Your goals, you focusing on you versus you. Yeah. That's it. It ain't about nobody else. It ain't about this person. It ain't about what they doing. It don't matter. Yeah, you can. That's why I say you can look at people and be motivated without being in competition with them. That's different. It's two different things to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I think we be as a people, we'd be much better off just being motivated by others. Because I think with competition, when you think about being in competition with somebody, or I think you kind of start to compare yourself to them, and motherfuckers, like, that's just like the thing, people getting on social media and comparing their lives to other people's lives on social media when most of that shit ain't even real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, killing themselves and doing all types of shit. So it's like, I don't think that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I think I really believe we should be more so motivated by other success versus trying to be in competition with them. Yeah.
Because another thing I feel like that kills learning, that kills growth to me. Because if you're in competition with somebody, or you feel like you're in competition, you're probably not gonna ask them for no questions.
You're not. You're probably not. And they probably could help you get to where they're at.
Exactly.
Now, once you get to where they're at, find somebody else that's higher and have them as a benchmark.
Yeah.
You don't have to be on some shit like, oh, I want to get there and beat that person out or pass that person up. Man,
Right.
man, if I can get to your level, bro. And then once you get there, what is life about? Evolution, progression. Yeah, you ain't gonna get there. You're not gonna get there and just stop.
Empowering others.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
help others come up too.
Yeah. That's
Again,
one thing I really respect about Charlamagne. I feel like he used his platform to put others on.
right,
And that's, I think, what is the biggest thing, man. Like, once you get to a certain level, hey, who can I bring with me? Who can I put
right,
some knowledge into to
right.
help them grow?
Exactly.
You know?
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man. So I think that was some real life shit right there, man.
Not for sure. For sure.
Shout out.
You got the tails tonight, huh? I went
Yeah,
last time. I got
yeah,
them.
man. Little tale from the cane.
Okay.
Take y'all back to the roots.
Okay.
Yeah,
What we got?
man. So this time, man, we got a little king beef up in there, man. Now
Okay.
I don't know if you recall, man. It was getting close to the summertime, 2015. This is when I was about to graduate and stuff.
Okay.
Uh, I'm gonna just say T, and you can guess. If not, I'll tell you after the show what the name person was.
Okay. I
And
probably would know the situation if you just, once you
yeah,
start telling. Yeah.
so we in the kitchen, and I forget exactly what we was arguing about. It might have been an order or something that was made wrong. Something insignificant as shit.
Okay.
And we going back and forth, and all of a sudden it gets brought up like, oh, you just think you better than everybody, and you think because you about to get your little degree and everything, you ain't gonna be doing nothing. You're gonna be right here in this kitchen anyway.
T?
Yeah, straight like that.
Wait a minute. What did she work on nights or
So she was kind of like a split person. She worked kind of like that mid swing shift type thing.
T?
Yeah. And she was a little older too. Um, and that was my thing. I was just like,
T?
huh?
T?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I might not even remember the name properly because
I can't remember. Okay, but go ahead though.
Yeah, man. So and then I was just like, why would you even say that to me? Like, what made you even think of that to say? Just because you know, upper 30s and you still at Burger King, why you about to project that on me that's gonna be my life just because I'm trying
So it was
to.
somebody that had been there for a while.
So they was like new, but I think they had been working fast food
Okay.
type thing, yeah, before they got there. Because she wasn't like on the original squad with us.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it was some animosity up until the time that I left. And then I remember one time after I quit the King, I came back, just to say hey to everybody, order some food. One of the first ones coming up to the counter, smiling and all that
Yeah.
other shit. Hey, how you doings and all that.
Yeah.
Everything good.
Yeah.
Look, see you still back there.
Sweating like a dog, man.
Good.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, just weirdo stuff, man. Like,
But that's how people who don't have any, people who don't have really much going,
yeah,
or they
not
feel like they're
really.
stuck. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine like being my age and having, not to knock anybody that is, hopefully if you are my age, which I'm 33, and you're working at a Burger King and shit, you ain't the store manager, at least be trying to use that as a stepping stone to get
Yeah,
further.
work
You
towards
know what I'm
something
saying?
else.
But
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not even above that. Like,
right,
because to me, I could go back. I feel like I could go back there at any moment on some humble shit. Just because you never know what life throws at you. But it would be on some, okay, let me go back to this just because I know I can do it easy. And
right,
while I grind to see what my next thing gonna be.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I never fall that far, but
No, no, no
but
shit.
yeah, but But like I say, man, I'm not knocking anybody that's because of course, working in fast food, we all in work with a fucking 30, 40, 50-year-old people that was there and they've been there for a minute. But like I say, just hopefully if you are that age, be working to get up out of there or get a higher position or something. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when it be those people that just be working there to work there and don't really have any goals, like
At least don't be bitter. Be happy in your position.
but it messed with them when somebody you was 22, 21
Something like that.
around
Yeah.
that time. Come on, man. If you 22, 21 and they 30 something and this is it for them.
Yeah.
And negatives, yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't have a degree or you ain't working at Pilgrim or Alliance,
Yeah.
you working a bullshit job in negatives, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's all it is, man. And it's fucked up that it's like that. It's real messed up that it's like that.
Yeah, man. But at the end of the day, man, just again, you gotta focus on you. Don't be on
Yep.
other. You need to look at you all the time, no matter what your situation is, and be like, am I doing what's best for me to put me in the best position to achieve the things I want to achieve? That's
Yep.
gonna be common knowledge throughout everything we talk about.
Yep.
Let me see here. So last but not least, man, when we was out there in Houston, we had a little good time at the event.
Okay. What event was that?
The Black Business, shout out to Miss Thick Overload,
Hmm.
and founder of Buns and Basketball. Playing basketball.
They sure was.
They play basketball. Yeah, they playing. Let me stop.
No, man, I was surprised. Like a couple of them could play a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Search the at Buns and Basketball on the gram, man. Search Thick Overload, man. They some very, very talented young ladies.
Very talented. Multiple talents.
That's it. Multiple talents. Out there hooping, and then they had the Buns and boxing. Some great entertainment, man. For real.
What else they had?
I believe there was a wrestling event after too.
Didn't you get like front row seats to that or something? I was in the back. I couldn't really see.
I might have been VIP with some baby oil or some type of lubricating substance.
Right.
Lubricant,
Some type of lubricant, huh?
Hey,
it was a good time though, man.
I put the link to the reel in my bio if y'all want to take a look.
And look, remember we pulled up and we seen nothing but niggas with chains on and shit. I was like, man, what the fuck we done got ourselves into? Man, what the hell?
You can always tell when it's an ethnic event, can't you?
I'm like, man, these niggas finna start shooting up in here. I already know it. But it was the total opposite, man. I don't think anybody even got into an argument or anything while we was there.
And it was drank.
It was drank. They had food there, drank food, and like I say, it was a clean event, man. It wasn't any fights.
They had security and everything.
Armed.
Yeah. It was a great space. Honestly, it was just real chill.
It was cool. It was some laid back shit.
Shout out to Thick Overload. Shout out to all the beautiful models out there. Man, thank you for the good time.
Yeah. If you want to book them, shit, hit them up at Buns and Basketball. You want to book them in your city.
That's what's up. They've been doing some traveling too. They've been out in ATL, been out in Miami. They was out in H-Town last week. So get at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Man, look like we got another one.
Got another one in the books, man.
Shoot. Make sure you follow us, man. At Smoke Dog, at G Phase, at Rich Dreams Apparel. Shoot. Follow the Now Legacy Network. Make sure you leave some comments below, man. Let us know, what you thought about the topics today, man. How you feel about our new segment, the real life shit. What's some real life shit you going through that you want to hear us talk about? If you want to be a guest, don't make sure to inbox us as well. If you got a business that you got going, if you got anything that you want to promote, shit, if you just want to come up here and run it with us.
Right. Also, let me go ahead and do the drop. So every Friday, 7 p.m. Facebook Live is when we air our new episodes. Every Friday.
Every Friday.
So y'all tune in.
Your pregame for your club or whatever. Go ahead and link up with us.
Every Friday at the Now Legacy on Facebook Live. We our episodes air at 7 p.m. every Friday.
That's it. Rock with us. The Rich Dream Show. We appreciate y'all.